Hey guys, it's Goat the Great, and I'm feeling fantastic. I wanted to give you guys my impressions of Child of Eden. And when I say that this is more than a video game, I mean that from the base of my heart as a gamer all the way to the top. This game really takes the opportunity to accentuate what we've always known about gaming and just turn it upside down and give it a new definition. This, my friend, or friends, this, my friends, is it's more than just a game. This is, without question, and I stand behind that wholeheartedly, this is an experience. There are few video games that give you a feeling. I don't even know what words to use here that can correctly describe what I mean here. There are few video games that are gonna, when you walk away from them, they're gonna make you just say like, wow. Not because it has great graphics or because it has great sound, because of what it does. It takes what you've always known about a certain genre or a certain category and just redefines it, and that's what this game is. Child of Eden is at heart a shooter. It, for the most part, is a, I guess you can call it a shoot 'em up. I really don't know what genre of gaming to put it in, but at its core, it is a shooter. You shoot stuff. But it goes much deeper than that. As you can see, the game has fantastic, just the graphics are just beyond mental comprehension. It just takes everything you've known about colors and lighting and depth and just twists it. Absolutely fantastic game graphically. I would have to say, of all the games coming out this year, this is definitely contender for the best graphics in a game this year. Moving on from its look, I would also go as far as to say that it's contender for soundtrack of the year. I've heard a lot of good music coming out of a lot of games, but this not only has great sound, great rhythm, great bass, treble, all of those levels are just done with extreme precise perfection, but it's the way in which the music is used. It's a rhythm game. With the controller, it's not as easy to catch a rhythm, but you can. The controller vibrates. Of course, you can hear the sound, and the reticle on screen that you're seeing right now, that creates its own sound as well. Speaking of the reticle, let me just get into a little bit of the gameplay mechanics. Basically, and I can't really explain what's going on in the game really. I know that the things that you're shooting at are supposedly viruses in a larger system, and your reticle is there to purify them. So the reticle itself, as you're aiming onto what would be the enemies, you lock onto them and then you shoot a burst. That burst purifies red items or red enemies, and the more purified they become, you see blue show up within those enemies. I can't really describe it well. The game is kind of mind-boggling in a way, but it's one of the most, how should I say, perplexing yet easy to understand games. But its playstyle, once you start playing it and you get the tutorial, you'll understand what I'm speaking of. But you're basically purifying these viruses in a system. You have your regular lock-on shot, you have a tracer that eliminates purple enemies, and then you have your pickups like health and this thing called Euphoria that basically it will eliminate all on-screen enemies, but it's really weak, so you have to decide how to use it properly. And don't let the colors and the graphics and the music fool you. This is actually a really deep game. It's extremely difficult in my opinion, and I have not unlocked the hard mode. It's difficult in trying to get the multipliers, trying to keep the enemy bullets from hitting you. It's an extremely difficult game And with everything that's going on screen, it makes it a bit more difficult, but I personally appreciate that. This game has literally had me standing to play it. I don't know why, because I don't own a Kinect. I'm playing it with the controller. So those of you that decide to play with the Kinect, good luck, because as difficult as this is with the controller, I couldn't imagine having to move my arms around and make gestures to determine what happens on screen. But anyway, as I was saying, playing with the controller, I stand up for some reason, and it's because the game is drawing me into the experience so much. I have the sound turned all the way up, and I even caught myself dancing at a few points within the game. I know it's weird, but when you play the game, I guarantee you, if you have a nice set of speakers with good bass like I do, I can almost guarantee that you will find yourself standing up and dancing as you're playing the game. But then again, maybe you're not as into trance and electronic music as I am, so you may not like it. But please do not let this game fool you. This game it is $49.99. It releases on June 14th on the Xbox. It's coming for the PlayStation and the PlayStation Move in September, but if you have an Xbox, of course, pick it up now because it's out now. I personally can give nothing but rave reviews to this game. It is an excellent venture and I personally love it. Me, if I had to give it on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd put it at about an 8. Anyway, that's the end of the video, guys, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for checking it out. Peace.